Hello, everyone. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming, and I would like to thank our sponsors and partners and volunteers who make this conference possible. And I really like how CopyCamp is developing, and I like the way we are doing that. That people are invited from all backgrounds and with different points of view, and we organized CopyCamp in a way which facilitates friendly discussion. So no arguing on the stage. If you want to talk with someone and present your point of view, you need to grab this person while she or he is drinking coffee, and then people get more friendly when they talk face to face. And this is exactly what we want people to do, to be friendly and to discuss, because we see a value in discussing copyright in an understanding way, because we need to change copyright together. We cannot do this while being entrenched, on our positions. So one of the questions which came to my mind last year was, what's the source of the copyright? And usually in Europe, when we look for origins of some legislation, we look at the Roman law or at the Bible. So let's put aside a Roman law. Let's take a look at the Bible. Does Bible says anything about copyright? Turns out, not really. And I was doing research, and the earliest comment I could find, which is remotely connected to the copyright, we can find in Pirkei Avos. Pirkei Avos is a very early commentary to Torah, Jewish commentary to Torah. This is like circa the year 200, and Pirkei Avos says, whoever repeats a thing in the name of the one who said it brings redemption to the world. That's beautiful, I thought. That's beautiful. So whoever shares the knowledge, as today we would say, whoever shares a knowledge, giving the proper credit to an author, saves the world, brings redemption to the world. That's brilliant. This is the quote we are going to use, right? But there was like a disturbing piece later on. As it says, Esther told the king in the name of the Mordecai. This is the quote from the Bible, from the book of Esther. As the Esther told the king in the name of the Mordecai. So this is where Pirkei Avos is making this observation that whoever shares the knowledge and so on. So okay, so Esther told the king. What's the story? So I get the. It's easy. We got this book on our bookshelves, right? So I open it on the book of Esther. Turns out the story is interesting. So there is an Esther, she's wife of the king, she's Jewish princess. Then there is the king is named Ahasuerus, and the king is kind of not a really nice person. Jewish people are in the exile to Babylon, and Mordecai is the leader of the Jewish people, and they're being oppressed there by the king. So turns out Mordecai learned that there is a plot to kill the king. There are two king's servants, and their names are, I got it, Bigtan and Teresh, and they are plotting to kill the king. So Mordecai goes to Esther, tells her that he discovered the plot to kill the king. The Esther goes to the king and tells the king that there is a plot to kill you, but she doesn't forget to say, and Mordecai, the leader of the Jewish people, is the one, who is trying to save you, who is trying to. So this is why. So, and of course, those two servants are being hanged on the tree, and the king is saved. So even the very positive quote from the Bible, which relates to copyright, is kind of disturbing one. This is the source of the law we are talking about. So that's and I think that makes interesting story. And I did a little bit more research, and I will talk on this tomorrow, as turns out. So Poland is an interesting country. Poland is an interesting country because we got one of the most sane copyright systems in Europe. If you look at the communal research on fair dealing in Europe, you will find out that Poland ranks pretty high. Most of the time we got all exceptions and limitations included in our legal system. I strongly believe that this is thanks to the efforts which we are doing in the past 10 years, both in the civic movement, like there are several non-governmental organizations who are working, but also on the part of the industry, which is willing to talk and willing to discuss things and is quite open to finding right solutions, but also to the efforts of the Ministry of Culture, which was organizing for the past 4 years public discussion and debates, and it was pretty open to facilitate such debate. So we got, I would say, sane copyright system. And within this sane copyright system comes disturbing news. Just last week, the police kicked door in 2,900 homes to arrest the computers of the people accused of sharing a movie. And I mean, taking someone's computer is not to be taken lightly. The computers for us today are our means of communicating with others, are the tools for our work, for our education. They are the tools to participate in a social life, right? Taking someone's computer is really very invasive, and it's just the beginning, because as it turns, as media reports, the producers of the movie are planning to sue some 40,000 people for sharing just one movie. And it's interesting to learn that this movie was a major commercial flop in Poland. So basically, basically, this is a business model. So they made losses in a box office, and they're trying to get even by going after pirates, probably very disappointed ones, right? So. But the scale of this operation is staggering. 40,000 people affected. In the very beginning, by taking their computers away, and then probably much more fines and so on and so on. So this is what copyright has become. It's a tool of oppression. I would say disproportional and totally unreasonable. We are at civil war, basically. We are at civil war between those who have the power and knowledge and influence over legislative powers, and between those who have nothing. While copyright serves useful purposes, like enumeration for authors and creators, it's not misused to exercise both economic and symbolic oppression. And we find ourselves in a very difficult situation. There are campaigns which try to persuade us that it's we, the people, the society, which is guilty, that it's ethically correct for police to do this, and for producers and owners of intellectual property to go after us. because we break the law, which frankly we do not understand as a society. It's not the case in this room probably, but as a society we do not understand copyright. We do not respect copyright, and most of the time we hardly benefit from it. So I believe that we need to end this madness. And this is the fifth CopyCamp, and this is the fifth time I'm talking about this. We need to end this madness. We need, and because we deserve a system in which authors get their money, and the people are free to communicate as they see fit. So just last week, in Modern Poland Foundation, we published outlines for such a change. We put a proposal on the table to legalize non-commercial sharing. And we are convinced that our proposal, it's something which can be done on a national level within the framework of the current European Union legislation and international treaties. And we urge you to begin discussing this, because we do need to end this madness. Thank you.